Hello, everyone. This is another Black Conservative. I am Ryan Bowling. Thank you all for joining me once again. So I know you guys have all heard about this situation. I know you've all heard about it. Twitch streamer Kai Cenat has caused a major ruckus here in New York. And I know you've all seen the pictures. I know you've all seen the videos. It's been like mass chaos down there, people getting assaulted, teenagers going buck wild, just crazy. And here's the crazy thing about it. I had never heard of Kai Cenat, okay? The first time I heard of him was when I watched I think it was either Anthony Brown Logan or someone else. And I had never even heard of the guy. But this guy is huge. I said, well, you know what? Before I say anything about him, let me find out who exactly what he's all about. I mean, now from what I understand, he's the most popular Twitch streamer in the world. The man has millions of followers and millions of subscribers. Young man, rather. And I've watched a few of his videos in passing. I just, watched a few of them, just go on like a crash course. I didn't watch the entire videos, but I watched bits and pieces of the videos to get kind of like a understanding of his persona, of his personality, the kind of person that he is, and the way he presents himself. And really, honestly, I like the guy. I really like the guy. He came from nowhere, and look at where he's at now. I mean, this guy is very popular. He goes all over the world. Japan, Germany, different places like that. And honestly, to be quite frank with you on that concept, I am proud of him. I'm happy for him. I actually like the guy. He's full of energy. He's creative. He puts a lot of work in his videos, as you all know, those of you that watch him. Okay. But he's in a bit of a trouble here. And from what I was last told, that he ended up getting arrested for this. Now, here's what I want you guys to listen. I want you guys to listen in on this. You probably have already heard it already, but I want you to listen in on this, because what I want to do, I want to give my opinion on what I think his intentions were based on the information that I've already been given. Okay, was this intentional or not? I'm going to give you that in my commentary, but I'm going to give you something else too that I think may be a dangerous trend, because I've actually, well, it wasn't a similar situation where I work at rather, but what I saw in downtown Cleveland where I work at, I'm like thinking, okay, is this going to become a trend? So let me let you guys listen in on some words that Kai Cenat was saying prior to the actual giveaway. The word was he's supposed to be trying to give away some PlayStation items, or at least some gift cards to buy PlayStations or whatever. And it just got chaotic. So let's listen in on what he has to say.
Welcome to New York, bro. I'm telling you, it's a lot of y'all out there right now. Everybody who's out there, make sure y'all safe. Appreciate everybody who popped out for y'all, bro. We gonna make sure it's safe. Bro, we're not gonna do nothing until it's safe. We gotta make sure it's safe. Everybody's good. But find us already. Hold on. Clear this whole side if you could, so he can see. Yeah, look. Oh, they see already, bro. You feel me? I ain't gonna lie, it feels so good to be here. Like, hometown, like, it's home court advantage. We got home court advantage, bro. Home court advantage. Look at this. Look at this. Look at them. They standing like a unity, bro. God, we gotta get right here. What? They think this is a civil right. That's right now. I bet. So we out.
They're having fun. Okay, now, that's not the entire video, but clearly this is at the beginning of all of this, right? And if you notice what he said, we're not doing anything until everything is safe. Now, what I want to talk about is this idea from what I perceive, is that it was not his intention for this mass chaos to have started. It was not his intention at all. What intention? I mean, what purpose would that have brought? To say, let me cause a mass. Let me have this giveaway and then cause mass chaos all over New York. I mean, the city of New York is already a mess anyway. It's run by a bunch of crazy liberal, progressive Democrats who don't care nothing about crime or anything. So it's already a mess. And then so why would this young man do something like this on purpose? I don't believe he did. I believe his intentions were well established, if you will. But what I believe is he was not using good judgment. If you notice what he was saying there, he was saying, I'm so glad about this. I'm happy. I'm happy that all these people are coming together. He was excited about the fact that all these people were coming together. Now, this guy is huge. As I said earlier, this guy is huge. So someone like him who has this kind of popularity, it seems to me that he kind of ignored the possibility of something like this happening. But he kind of ignored it, thinking that perhaps it wouldn't happen. You see what I'm saying? It was like, well, you know, I don't think that my fans are going to be this crazy that they're going to start assaulting people and beating up people and jumping on people's cars, because that is exactly what happened. You've all seen the videos, people jumping on cars, causing all kinds of chaos, fights breaking out, people being assaulted. I don't think at all that was his intention. But see, what happens is that when you make bad judgment calls, when you're someone who has that kind of popularity, and you're someone who's that famous, you know, the most popular Twitch streamer in the world, this is what I'm being told, in the world, and I can understand why. I really admire the guy. I really do. I like his persona. I do. He's full of energy. But when you're someone that has that kind of popularity and that kind of influence on the minds of mostly young teenagers, he should have been thinking, man, you know what? I don't know, man. We should call some security or something before we do, because I'm pretty sure he has money. I mean, I don't know what kind of money he has or whatever, but I know he has money to be able to travel to Germany, to travel to Japan, do all this. I mean, I'm pretty sure he has money. I know he has money. So he could have probably paid some security or whatever. Look, I don't know. But his judgment call on this part was not a good judgment call. However, I don't believe he did this intentionally. I don't believe he did this intentionally, okay? So, but this is a crazy situation. What I was told is that he ended up getting arrested. Now, having said that, that's a bad move, bro. What were you thinking? What were you thinking? As the title said, what were you thinking, my brother? You know, the thing is, you weren't thinking. You was feeling. You was excited. You was full of energy. You liked what you saw out there, and you was just excited about it. But prior to the actual setup, what you should have done, my brother, is look at all the variables and the possibilities before you made that announcement, okay? Because you know you have millions of followers all over the world and millions of subscribers. So you should know that something like that could possibly have happened, and it did, okay? So in this sense, I believe he was negligent of the possibilities of something like this mass chaos breaking out, which is what ended up happening. Now, having said all of that, my second question is this the beginning of a dangerous trend? Now, why do I ask that question? Because last night when I was on my job, it was around, I'd say, 8 o'clock, 8:30. Maybe even later. In downtown Cleveland, we have what's called a House of Blues, where a lot of, like certain celebrities or old singing groups that were back in the 80s and 90s and so forth that seem like they're trying to make a comeback, or they're just trying to make a few bucks, or whatever. But there's a venue called a House of Blues, downtown Cleveland, right around on 4th and Euclid. Okay. Apparently they had some type of a event going on, because what I remember seeing was, as I'm doing my patrols, I'm seeing these hundreds and hundreds of young people, teenagers lined up in a long line. And I've seen that often before, but there were hundreds of teenagers lined up, blocking the driveway. I couldn't get through. I had to ask them, excuse me, can I get through so I can do my tours? I'm on my job. I got to do my, I got to do my job, And I'm like, man, I wonder what's going on here. But it didn't really register that it was something a little bit more intensive here. So around 9:30 that night, when I went to go do another tour, the whole area in the back of let me kind of explain this a little bit. You have a House of Blues, and then right in the side of it, right between it rather, is a driveway, and then next to that driveway, all right, is the Higbee building, okay, which Tower City has jurisdiction over, okay, where I work at. Okay, so you have to drive through that area, that driveway, to go up there and hit and do your tours. You got to go through that way because there's a toggle or a little button that we have to hit on the side of the Higbee building. So I'm coming back towards that way, and that whole area on the opposite side, not the entry, but on the opposite side near a street known as Prospect, was completely blocked. It was hundreds and hundreds of young people just standing around shouting and screaming. I'm like, what's going on? So I ride up to the security officer who's standing outside, and I asked what's going on, jokingly, and I wasn't, upset or anything. I'm like, what's going on? She's like, well, she was like, yeah, well, we have it. There's a famous YouTuber visiting, something like that. She said a YouTuber or a Twitch streamer or something like that, that's visiting, and that's why we have all these young people out here. And I said, oh. I kind of joked around. I said, oh, so we're going to have another one of these Cenat situations. I hope I'm pronouncing his name. She's like, no, I'm just, and when I said it, I wasn't saying it in a serious tone because, I wasn't saying it in a serious tone, but I kind of said it kind of in a joking way. And she's like, no, it's not any of that. It's not any of that. But she told me that she was the one that told me that he had ended up getting arrested and that he went to jail. This is what she told me. Now, whether or not he went to jail or not, I don't know. You guys put it in the comment box below. But that's what she told me. This young female security officer told me that he had ended up getting arrested and put in jail for this. That he might have gotten out by this point, but he was put in jail, according to what she said. Now, when I saw this, I thought to myself, man, what if this begins some dangerous trend where you have these popular YouTubers and Twitch streamers and YouTubers and all these popular social media personalities coming out and wanting to give away certain things. Now, I don't know what this YouTuber was, who he was, or what he was doing or whatever. With the security, I don't know. She didn't tell me who he was or she was. She didn't tell me that. But what came to my mind was, what if this begins some type of a dangerous trend where you have these extremely popular social media personalities coming out and saying we're going to give away something, and we're going to meet up somewhere, and you have all these people gathering together, mostly young people gathering together, and next thing you know, you're having more chaos. You have a chaotic situation over here. You have a chaotic situation over there. What if that happens? What if this is beginning a new trend? Because what I'm seeing here, and I'm going to throw something out there because I know I don't normally talk about this all the time at length on this channel, okay? But I'm going to put that out there. And I know some people don't believe in this, but I believe in it. I'm seeing these type of mass groups of people like this following popular people and social media personalities like this, and any personality like this. I see this as a setup for the Antichrist. Yes, I said the Antichrist. I do believe in the Antichrist. I do believe the Bible prophesies that there will be a man that will come on the scene that will have complete control over the whole world. The Bible says in the book of Revelation, he's going to deceive the whole world by means of the signs and wonders and miracles that he's going to produce. But also he's going to be the most intelligent, most charismatic person in all of human history. Everybody's going to bow down to this man, okay? Whether you believe in it or not, I'm not in it, but I'm not trying to force it on belief, but that's what I believe. I think that these kind of trends will be a setup for that, because these personalities that have so much influence on these young people's minds is only, in my view, a prelude to what is coming. You don't see this kind, and you don't see this kind of stuff with politicians. How many young people gather up around politicians? No matter how fiery the politicians are, how many young people do you see gathering up around it? But the only personality in terms of politics is concerned that has that kind of following is Donald Trump. But most of the people that follow him are older people. They're not a bunch of young people. You may have a few, but not a bunch of younger teenagers. No. And I'm going to quote what Anthony Brown Logan said here. He was absolutely right. A lot of these young people are not watching the politicians. They're watching these social media personalities. They are into these guys, these gamers and so forth. They're really into these guys. It is these individuals, these social media personalities, that have the most influence on the minds of young people. And what I see is a possible dangerous trend taking place, city after city, place after place. And I believe eventually it's going to prepare the people's minds to accept the most charismatic personality in all of human history, the man of sin, the Antichrist. That's what I see. But yeah. So I want to end the video on that note right there. Yeah, this was crazy. But honestly, on that part, I really admire this young man from where he came from. He came from little to nothing, and then he became the most popular person, social media personality, if you want to call it that, in the world. At least that's what people are telling me. So yeah, what do you guys think about this situation? What do you think about the judgment calls of this young man? I mean, was his judgment calls proper, or do you think he intentionally did this? I don't think it was intentional. I think it was just bad judgment call on his part, and he got excited about how many people were out there actually supporting him, as you heard in the video that I just let you guys listen to, and he didn't really make a good judgment call on that. So that's my stand on it. What do you guys think? Leave your comments in the comment section below. Like, share, and subscribe to my channel. God bless you all. See you again.